Hello, here's Lauri Õunapuu from Estonian band called Metsatöll. We play thrash metal, heavy metal, with a traditional touch. So, about the traditional touch, we have a special gear here. Estonian traditional instruments played by me. So, they asked me to do a little introduction for you, so let's start with the most famous instrument, Torupill. It's Estonian bagpipe-like instrument. It's not bagpipe, it's Torupill, Estonian version. So, this kind of instrument. For sound, a little reed, single reed, some tubes, what usually make sound, but in Metsatöll I just cover them. Okay, you blow. It's really old instrument of Estonia. We don't know how old it is actually, but its name, Torupill, tells us about a little bit about this instrument. The Toru, it's Estonian old name of god Toru or Tara. The same kind of name, but it's in Scandinavia, Thor. But in Estonia, it's of course, it's like female life-giving power. And more. We have here this kind of instrument. It's called kannel. It's also really old Estonian traditional instrument. The fact is that nobody knows actually how old this instrument is. For the name kannel, etymologically, nobody knows how old this word is. Maybe 2,000 years old, maybe 4,000. Nobody actually knows. The first mentioning of this instrument is from in Estonia from the year of 1579. And there one man sued another man, a villager, because he beat him in the bar with this kind of instrument. So the man didn't get famous, but the instrument did. It has 11 strings, and when you ask me why this instrument does have precisely 11 strings, the answer is because it is 11-stringed kannel. Here we have Hiiu kannel. It's actually kind of bowed lyre, so a little bit like grandmother of the violin. It was played by Estonian Swedes. Estonian Swedes came here maybe from Sweden or the Swedish part of Finland around 1,000 years ago. And they took this kind of instrument with them. This instrument is done by me. It's electrical version. When you play in a heavy metal band, you must use heavy metal instruments. And here, another kannel, as I told, electrical versions of the traditional instrument. Instruments is good in heavy metal band. So, this is electrical kannel. Kannel on kannel. It's actually like a wooden box with 2 strings and a fingerboard. It looks really old instrument with a lot of old traditions, but actually it's quite new instrument. It was played with a bow and it was used in old village schools to teach children to sing. So here you could easily take a note and the children knew what tone it should be in their singing. And here, a jahav, in Estonian Parmupill. It's also, it is very common in everywhere of the world, these kinds of instruments. The only thing that varies a little bit is the playing techniques and the construction of this instrument. I use metallic ones in Estonia. The oldest metallic Parmupills have found in middle of Estonia in the city Otepää, old city ruins from 13th century. The playing is also very easy. And, of course, flutes or recorders. The flutes, of course, are very common also everywhere in Europe. In Estonia, we have also traditional flutes, traditional recorders. The oldest recorder, actually, like instrument like this, that you can, is found in Tartu city. It's from 16th century, but of course, the idea of making flutes and recorders is very old. Those particular ones is done by a company Möllenhauer from Germany. I use them because they are really good instruments. The prototype was made by one of very good recorder master, Adriana Buking. I'm not sure how to pronounce family name, but I use those one because they are really loud. This one is made particularly, especially for me, it's made from plum wood, and they are really good instruments. Really good. And loud. In a heavy metal band, you need loud instruments. What more? Oh! New Torupill, lower, you mean, like lower kind of Torupill. You know what's the difference between onion and the bagpipe? It's old Estonian traditional joke, I have to tell it. The difference between onion and bagpipe is when there's taking place a cutting of onion. There is one man who is cutting onion and 10 men around them who are crying. When there is taking place a slicing of a bagpipe, the 10 men are cutting and only one man is crying. And this kind, it's actually like a bagpipe, but you can play it like a... So, this is it. some of the instruments I do use in Metsatöll. When you want to know more, please visit our website www.metsatoll.ee or just Google Metsatöll and find out what kind of music we are making and what more instruments do we use in a thrash metal.